Gregor, just looking at the stats of the game, you had 58% possession, 59% territory. For a side with the attacking ability of Scotland, it's unusual with that level of ball to see finish on the losing side. What went wrong for you in terms of that attacking, especially in the second half? Was it English pressure or your own mistakes?
Yeah, look, a lot went right as well. We scored 3 tries to 1, so to get that possession and amount of yards, I'm sure we'd have made a lot in the game. They were the positives and negatives, or the work ones were partly us, but also England. I thought they defended really well in their 22. I thought they kept their discipline. Often when you get into the 22, you manage to get a penalty for offside. We didn't get that. And I thought they were really strong close to the ruck. So yeah, credit goes to them. We know we can be better when we've got those opportunities, and we tend to convert chances that we have. But yeah, a lot of what we did set up opportunities, score tries, and we did get 3 in the game.
What were your thoughts, Greg, on the try that England scored? Did you see anything conclusive to say that it was grounded?
No, I didn't really look at it. I heard the coaches say it wasn't grounded, but I was on to next thing, which was kick-off.
Gregor, how frustrated were you only to be 3 points up at the break, given how well you'd played and how much you were opening England up?
Yeah, I don't think I would use adjectives like frustrated. I think we have to look onto the second half and what was working, and what England might do to repel that, and also what we need to do to be more effective. So you learn during that first half period. There's a couple of occasions when we went wide, we did well and it led to tries, but at times you have to narrow up the defence and aim to get something when you get into the 22. So that was a focus for us. But we've already mentioned before that we were expecting England to have more possession in the second half and bring their game into play. So we knew there'd be momentum swings. But yeah, it wasn't. And the good thing, I don't think any of the players were frustrated in the half time on not being further ahead.
Gregor, it's obviously very easy to get bogged down in the bad things that happened and the things that didn't go quite so well. But for you personally, your team, what went well for yourselves today? What are you going to be looking at and thinking, right, I want to bring that into next week's match?
Well, it's more than just the performance. I think that the way the players trained this week and came together and owned the game plan, it was a really good training weekend. We felt confident as a coaching group that we're going to get a very good performance out of the players today, and it probably surpasses performance-wise what we've done here the last 2 or 3 years. And normally when you have that amount of pressure and occasions to score points, you get more on the board. So that's a work on. But 3 tries to 1, and the way the 2 occasions we came back to potentially win the game. One obviously with a try, but even at the end, I'm so proud of the group for that effort and that skill at the end of a game. And they did all they could to retain the cup, but probably down to England's defence and also the kicking their penalties when they got them in the second half. They deserved to win.
Gregor, with Finn going 0 for 3 from the tee today, obviously we've got the luxury of having other good place kickers in the squads. Do you think there will be consideration in the last 2 games of giving somebody else a chance from the tee?
No, I don't think so. Finn is an outstanding goal kicker. He was last season, and they were tough kicks.
Greg, you mentioned the grounding for England's try. Did you feel?
I didn't mention it. Someone else did.
You said the coaches. Well, some of your coaches mentioned it.
I think I heard that it's not a try, but that's probably how I would look at it as well.
Do you feel?
Did you think it was a try?
I couldn't see conclusive angle, but do you feel you didn't get the rub of the green with some of these big decisions?
Yeah, probably when I'm looking at the game now in my mind, I'm going to go through it 2 or 3 times to see whether we could have got better decisions. I did feel the decision that counted against us for the winning 3 points, where we cleared someone out of the ruck. I just don't know how that's a penalty. We've moved someone off the ruck and they're 2 feet off the ground, and there's no moving legs on horizontal. There's so many big collisions in the game. it's a interesting call to end up for us to go 6 points behind. But I thought the refereed well. It was a very good game to watch, which would mean that the referees had a big part to play in that. And sometimes you're going to get those decisions, and sometimes you're not.
But when so much rests on these games and they come to the fine margins, it must be frustrating.
No, as Rory said, we'll look at ourselves first of all, and yeah, how we could have got more penalties out of England when we had our maul going forward, when we got into 22, and also how we could have scored 1, 2, 3 more tries, which would have been, I'd say, a huge achievement coming down here. But that's what we probably should be looking to do with the chances we had.
I think you said yesterday that a defeat today would kind of end the title challenge. How difficult is it to kind of lift the squad out these last few months?
Well, I think it'll be not too difficult, because we asked them to show who we are as a team today, and I believe we did that, both in attack and defence, and the effort that's required to play for Scotland. So a lot of what we worked on and what we showed today, we've got to bring that out in the next 2 games, and there'll be tough challenges. I watched a lot of the Wales game today. They played very well, and we know we'll have to build on what we did today, and then there's Paris, which will be a very tough game against France, but how we played today away from home shows that we can create opportunities and score tries against a very good defence.
Gregor, does the fact that your team played so well, does it make it even tougher to take it away?
No, I think it's probably tougher for the players, because to play well you have to put huge effort in, and they did that. And to be at the end of a game knowing the game so close and the effort, I've been in that changing room before, and it is very tough. But from a coaching perspective, we asked them to deliver on the effort, the execution, and they did that today. Yes, look, we're very close to getting a historic win, and whether it was a kick or another decision at the end of the game when that maul going forward, we'd be talking about a brilliant win. We're not, and that's credit to England for staying out in front at the end.
Gregor, on a maybe more positive note, with 4 such good players competing for the 3 starting spots in the back row of the scrum, how impressed were you with the efforts from those 3 players today?
All 4 or all 3?
All 4.
Yeah. I thought Jamie had one of his best ever games for Scotland. I think Jack does so much for us carrying wise, and he's obviously still playing back into full fitness. But I think we were always going to bring Matt on early for what Matt can bring, and I thought he had a really good impact. And Rory was fantastic. He's been an excellent leader over this campaign. He got a bang on the shoulder, but he played 80 minutes. So yeah, I'm really pleased. Look, I'm really pleased with the back's performance, and the backs. But back row were very good today.
There was a lot of penalties in the second. Is that just the pressure, or is it something you guys need to look at yourself about?
Yeah, I had a quick look at just to remind myself where the penalties were coming from. I think there were different areas. I think there were a couple of set piece, and there was one jumping collision there, maybe a couple of scrum, and a couple around the tackle area. So yeah, that gave England chances to get 3 points. Sometimes we're far out, so that's frustrating that you feel you've not had to withstand any pressure, but you're 3 or 6 points worse off in the scoreboard. So yeah, and partly it's England's pressure. Like, they had more ball in that second half, and I thought they got gain line a couple of times through their big carriers. They're a very good team, so yeah, that would be an area that we definitely have to improve.
And it didn't look, well, you lost Rory Sullivan before the game, so we update on him, and it didn't look like he picked up any other injuries or anything at the moment that you...
I don't think so. Hugh just had his Achilles was tightening up, so that was a decision to bring Hugh off. Any other decisions were tactical, and Rory's hoping to be available for Wales, but it was a back spasm on Wednesday that hasn't got better, so we'll make sure we get a scan just to rule out any disc issues. But I thought Jamie did well when he came on. So yeah, we know we've got experience in that area. Nathan Macbeth came down yesterday and it was added to our squad, so we've got good cover at loose head if Rory did miss out against Wales.
Great, thank you.